Virgo, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Virgo, good morning. I gotta wait to come up on my end because I don't see myself. I don't see myself yet. There I am. Hey, Virgos. Good morning. Good morning, Virgo. All right, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to be starting with some cards that you guys thought were very interesting. I can tell when y'all actually like certain cards. I can always tell. I can tell when you like the gossip. I can tell when you like to gossip. Okay, so we're going to be using these cards for the rest of the week at least, okay? We're going to see what's going to come out. We're really going to use it when we get to the love portion. But let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening here with you here, Virgo. Let's see what's going on here with you. Virgo, let's get it. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I'm not taking this because my thumb hit it, but my thumb hit it. Okay. However, ooh, there's two different kinds of themes here. For a lot of you, there is going to be someone that's going to come into your life that's new. Okay? And I like the fact that it's saying sexual. You want to know why? I know for a fact, I told you that your sexual energy is going to be a little bit more potent because of the way that the stars are lining up, okay? I don't remember when she said it was going to be. I think it's somewhere February, March, okay? So some of you could be in a relationship. Oh, this is juicy. Some of you could be in a relationship and you're not satisfied with sex here with your partner. And so you could be the one that is unfaithful to them. Now, I usually do not make you guys the antagonists. I don't. But I gotta say it. I'm not saying all Virgos are like this, y'all. I'm not saying it. I'm saying that for a few of you, some of y'all are at this place where you could be dealing with another person outside of your marriage, outside of your connection. Maybe you feel like you want to replace someone. I'm just telling you. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Y'all being messy as hell this morning. Let's get it. Let's get Virgo's first card. All right, now this is emotional outburst ahead. Lord have mercy. And unrequited love. All right, now I'm trying to get to something else. I'm trying to get to other stuff in your reading. This card deck don't just deal with love. It deals with a whole lot of stuff. Okay, now this is different. These two are completely separate things. We'll talk about it in a minute. Emotional outburst is just like feeling irritated, feeling aggravated, feeling pissed off about something. When we get to the tarot, we'll figure out the reason why this is possibly happening for you. And, and don't get in my comment section, talk about, here we go again. And Virgo, here we go again. Emotional outburst can literally be for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Somebody say something to you. Someone irritates you. You are in a connection and they're getting on your nerves, right? We'll see why, okay? You're being flustered. Okay, we will see why you're being flustered. But it does show that there is something here. You see how this person is just irritated. This could be because of a family member. This could be because of, let's say you go to work. You know how that happens. You go to work and you're in customer service and there's somebody that is a customer who piss you off. It could be somebody at your job who irritates the hell out of you. It doesn't even have to be an actual person. It could be a situation. And this is the reason why this is happening. Okay? But if we are talking about a love situation, you see how the dog is just like, there's nothing And then the cat is like, love me, love me. Okay. I think that you've passed that. I think you guys have graduated from that. But I do believe that if this has something to do with you being in a relationship, this could be the reason why you're irritated. Because there's someone who isn't as expressive in their emotional connection with you, or maybe they are just acting like they just don't give a damn. Okay, either way, it's enough to piss you off, and that should piss you off. Okay, you're not a robot. That should piss you off. We're going to see, though, when we get into the actual reading, we're going to clarify it. We're going to see why that's coming out. This is for Virgo. Winter. Now, here we go. I think winter came out before, right? Did it not? Y'all got to tell me. Because if winter came out before, that means that something's going to happen or something's going on before the next season. That's now. Anywhere between now and April. Okay? That is what winter is. There could be someone who is winter. Okay? Someone whose name is winter. This is a cold season. This is a cold season. Winter is brutal. Okay, so if we said, well, what kind of season you're in, and you say a winter season, this is a brutal season. You're like, we're going to see why. Why does it feel cold? You know, you don't get out of the house when it's cold. You're always in the house, too. That's another thing. That makes sense, though. That makes sense for most people. Okay, so it's actually giving you a state of mind. It's telling you how you're feeling emotionally. It could be telling you how you feel mentally. Winter is not the best. A winter storm could be that emotional outburst. So remember, if you guys, it's like you're irritated, and now there's just maybe you're not getting support, or the person isn't listening to you, that type of thing. Because remember, there is no warmth here when you have winter. Okay. Yeah. There is someone who you aren't around, though, that looks like they are missing you. So there was a freeze on something. So that part I do see. There was a freeze here. There could be money that could be slowing down, or again, there could have been a conversation that has stopped. Because anything talk about winter is like a frozen state. Non-productive. Maybe you don't feel as productive. Maybe you feel like your life is not as productive. It's not moving. It's a stagnancy. It's something like that here with this winter. But I don't know. I do believe that here with this card, I really believe that there is someone who you stopped talking to that you could be missing as well. But I see that. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Bad advice. Oh, new love entering into your life. This card is completely different from new sexual partner. That's a completely different energy. New sexual partner is like, that's just somebody you having sex with. They ain't got nothing to do with love, child. This one is completely different. This one is literally saying, and then you got summer here. You got new love entering your life. Now that person could be, of course, your sexual partner. But with those cards that came out together, it was like somebody was doing something, and it may not have been a love attached to it, but it was definitely sex, whether it was you or your person. A lot of you guys already know that, you got a very strong romantic energy coming in for you, heavily inside of the astrology for most of you guys that I have read for. Now, here with bad advice. One thing that I can tell you, okay, I don't know. Are you taking advice from your family and friends about relationships? Are you taking advice from friends and family when it comes down to how you spend your money? We don't know. We're going to find out in a minute, but that could very well be it. Okay. I don't know who so it just seems like somebody is telling you something, and maybe you're not listening to your own intuition. That's what I'm getting with that bad advice card. Like, please don't play yourself. Because when we really get into the love portion, we're going to find out what's happening. That would be the worst thing that you could do, is listen to somebody else, and you like the person. The person ain't doing nothing, but there's somebody that's saying, you know what? I don't think that you should be doing this. Okay, this is you not listening to your own intuition here. Or the person is bad for you. The person could be bad for you. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, you know what? Just give them a chance. It's okay. You can give them a chance. And you're like, no. All right. So someone is usurping your own thoughts here. Now let's get to this emotional outburst. All right. This is where it starts. Let's see. Here with you, Virgo. Why is that coming out? Emotional outburst. Why is this coming out here for Virgo? Emotional outburst. One at a time. Wow. You had a whole bunch of cards trying to come out. There we go. This came out both ways, so we'll look at it like this. You see how it says lovers? Ah, told you. Let's talk about it. It came out like this, so let's start with this side first. There is definitely some conflict here. Here it says you could be at a separation with somebody, or you will end up being in a separation. That's how we started at the beginning of this reading. This is not going to be for everyone because not everybody is in a connection. They're not in a relationship, so it's definitely not going to be for them, right? However, it could also be because of some bad choices that you made, okay? And that's just the truth. We talked about that before. Self-sabotatory energy, maybe spending money that you shouldn't be spending, that type of stuff, or just some type of mistake, okay? That, you know, could have put you in this place where you're like, damn it, I can't believe that happened, this type of stuff. Outside of romance. I'm just going to tell you, I personally feel like with a lot of you, this has something to do with a relationship situation that's going to cause you to feel irritated. And it's because I feel like you like this person, to be honest with you. Or again, this is someone that you've been with, so it will make sense, the reason why you're irritated. Okay. And they're saying something and doing things to piss you off because they've made bad choices. All right. There's some unhappiness here in a connection. I don't care what nobody says, especially if you're a couple, there is some unhappiness here. All right. Money wise, I'm not seeing that yet. Let me get another one. Let me see if it'll come out and tell me what's happening with you. Oh, you got the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I just don't notice that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the frustration could be due to the fact that you're working really hard and you don't feel like you're getting paid what you should be getting paid. Eight of Pentacles talks about that, right? Someone who's focusing and grinding. And you could be working 2 or 3 jobs or 2 jobs, and you don't necessarily feel like you are as stable as you would want to be because a woman is on her 2 toes. Some of you could very well be doing that. And you know, you're like, oh, I got all this multiple streams of income, and I'm not making enough. Okay, so that's what I see. Maybe you were supposed to get promoted. Maybe you may have gotten overlooked, okay? It could have been something like that. So I'm glad that the Eight of Pentacles came out because it really does show me that there is something. Maybe you're waiting for an opportunity for work. Maybe you're waiting for the change of your work situation here with that Eight of Pentacles. But it talks about your diligence. Keep going, keep pressing here. Okay? Mastering your craft to me feels like it is something that you take personally. It feels like it's one of those things that you guys put a lot of time and energy into, especially if it's like, you know, a certain recipes that you guys have really been testing and you want the public to taste it, right? And, you know, no one is there to taste it, basically. It's that type of stuff. That's what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Pentacles. But either way, like it says, persevere, and I do see that things are going to get better for you. But that winter card coming out next is letting me know that could be where the frustration is coming from. Working 2 or 3 jobs and and still feeling like you're not able to you know, get ahead here. If you are in a relationship with somebody, baby, I'm telling you, you feel like there is some secrets here and someone isn't saying something. You are expecting something to happen in the future when it comes down to your connection with your person. There is some stuff brewing here. Single people, it looks pretty decent. Like I said with you, I mean, I feel like you're already separated from someone that you really, really wanted. I feel like you're already separate from that person. But for you, I think you're going to be focusing on your job, work, and career over the next few months. I feel like there is a person around that you are enjoying, that you are liking, that you could be in a sexual connection with, okay? Maybe they just haven't put a title on it. I don't see you in a full-blown connection, though. Not for the least, I usually say 6 months, but I don't see that here, but it could be. So I feel like I don't see you in a full-blown connection at least until June. Is there someone around? Absolutely, but I don't see anything that is serious, and it's partly because of you, partly because of them, because of you are focusing on your work and your career here. Let's go ahead. Let's get winter. Okay, my thumb hit that. I will read that in a minute. Winter. There we go. 3 of Cups. So your happiness has been frozen over. Okay. 3 of Cups here. You got happiness and joy, right? I will say just here with the 3 of Cups, it's just right now, I don't think that you guys have anything to celebrate at this moment. Some of you guys have definitely froze out one of your friends. You stopped talking to them, which sucks. Some of you guys have stopped talking to your siblings. Here, according to this reading, definitely feels like family. Remember when I said you didn't get support? So I feel like right now, you just feel like you're in this alone, okay? Your support system is not there, or maybe you feel like you don't have it, okay? Support system could be from anybody, friends, family, whoever, right? You may feel that way, and that is what's kind of freezing up your joy, okay? I'm also seeing a self thing here. We're going to keep going. Let's see what's happening here with you. Let's get this for you. This is going to be for you, Virgo. Why is it coming out? Yeah. Okay. So there's so I'm hearing, yes, money issues, but remember, ice defrosts, okay? And when ice starts to defrost, that's in the spring. So I feel like over the next 2 months, you're going to be focusing specifically on your money. That is where your focus is going to be here with that 8 of Pentacles, without a doubt. But something happens by spring, okay? A new opportunity, something new, maybe new income or something like that, that's going to happen for you. It's restoring here. It's a restoring energy. It's a recovering energy from financial problems, financial losses, that type of stuff. Dependency on people, on things, maybe some type of addiction, or something that you guys have been addicted to. And I always soft shoe it, because it doesn't have to be anything that's obvious. It's something that you guys, it's a bad habit that you may have to release, that type of stuff, because there is some overly excessive spending here, and it's a little mindless where maybe you don't know, because of that frozen state. But there's here, like I said before, I definitely see with this Ace of Pentacles, the next season is spring. So possibly during spring, which makes sense there, and I will say it's mostly around March, where you guys will start having more so of a flow of income. Frozen is not necessarily a flow, but it looks like there'll be more so of a flow here around that time. But I feel like it's going to be something new that you're going to be ending up doing too. So I don't know, but you do have to be assertive. There's something about you where you have to be a little bit more assertive when it comes down to you making your money here, according to that card. All right. Okay. Makes sense. Got it now. Now this card was the one that came out by accident. Here it talks about during this time, you guys are going to definitely have travel delays. So if you are planning on traveling somewhere, you expect travel delays. And this could be during the winter. I don't know where you guys may be going. Not everybody is in a cold region. But I'm only saying, based on how I know how to say it, within the next 2.5 months, there is some kind of delay with travel. You are in opposition. Okay. There are some things that are kind of still stagnant here. Those planets are getting to the most critical degrees at this point, where it's getting to the 27, 28, 29 degree, which is the most critical energetic degree when it comes down to the opposition of your Virgo house. I don't know where that could be. That could be in your mind, communication, 3rd house. It could be with your family, your 4th house. It could be something like that. But either way, I do see that there's going to be maybe a little bit more intensity as those planets approach those anaretic degrees before it enters into Aries. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening here with bad advice from friends or family, or just bad advice. We're going to get to the love. I'm about to see that in a minute because I feel like this has something to do with your love relationship or connection. Page of Swords. Exactly. See, there's somebody around. There is a family member. Please don't take any bad advice from someone. Don't take any advice from someone who has failed in relationships or who isn't successful when it comes down to business. Please don't do that. I see someone in your read. I see a person here who's very hesitant about making something solid or so it's almost like they don't want to say that this is that me and you are together. They don't want to say that. They don't want to say, oh, well, we're together. So you know how, and this could be from their friends, like their friends, they're talking to their friends and their friends are kind of like, you know, maybe you want to still kind of be out there. Okay. And I can tell that this person is a little conflicted. Okay. I do believe that whoever you are talking to is coming out of something long term. They're coming out of something long term. Now, they could have a family member that's telling them to stick with this bad, busted up connection that they've been in. And I feel like that's where the confusion could be coming from. Because I do see that there's a long term here that they've been in. There's a stability issue with somebody that you will be dealing with, okay? I mean, it could be the love of your life. It could. It's not saying that they won't have any issues. I'm not going to give that to y'all like that. It's just it doesn't work like that. I'm just describing to you what I see. And it does look like the person that's coming towards you were in some type of long term. Let's see. Yeah, they could be, you know, going through custody battle or something like that. They are definitely going through something. They are definitely going through something. Or by the time they reach you, you would have heard about it. You're going to hear about it. They'll talk to you about it, whether they're new or not, right? You're going to hear about how there was some type of, you know, there was some type of disaster when it came down to their marriage or something dealing with their children. Okay, it's going to be something like that. And they probably will tell you that they have to go to court or they're going to court for something. Even if it has nothing to do with family court. Maybe they are having some money issues. Maybe there's someone that's trying to sue them. Maybe it is maybe it is a child support thing. I do see some money problems. I don't see them having money issues, but I see that there are some money concerns that they are concerned about, which is, again, another reason why the person isn't going to come to you and say, hey, we're together. I do sense a responsibility. This person is very responsible because they're coming out as the Knight of Pentacles. This person is responsible. They're not going to jump into something when their life is not all the way balanced yet. I actually like their game. Okay. Like they're not about to come up in here and start something and they know that their life is all over the place. They want you around. That is something that I do see. This person does want you around, but I don't necessarily see that they're ready for something really solid because something is going on in their life here. If it's someone from your past, I do feel like they done been through hell. Like if it's someone from the past and they done been through hell and they're like, shit, I should have stayed with Virgo. I should have tried to attempt to be. I don't know how that would happen, but I do believe that this person may try to come in and make something right with you. That's if it's someone that you know from your past. That's what I see. Okay. You are going to, when it comes down to your finances, especially if you guys have been having some financial issues, when I tell you that you're going to be saved here, there is some type of saving grace. God's hand is coming out of your reading. Don't know how that's going to happen. Don't know where it's going to come from. But I literally saw Superman's cape swoop you up and then pick you up. So I don't know what that means. That's what I saw. Okay. So you have some really good energy here as far as money is concerned. Let's see what's happening here with your person. Let's see. So here it says, pay attention to your dreams. Some of you guys are dreaming about this person or will be dreaming about this person. Okay, I had to cut that off because it was gonna break in a minute, and I didn't want it to. Don't pay attention to that. It was gonna break. Pay attention to your dreams. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's going on here with love with them. Told you, this is someone new. This is someone new, and you're going to be in a connection with this person. You got 777 here. Here it is again. You got a soulmate coming out. Now, I feel like this person could be a very hard worker. They have a Capricorn disposition. So they have this energy of like hard worker, very serious, you know. They may have a higher position at their job, or, you know, they get paid for it. Like I said before, I don't see that this person has problems when it comes down to their money, but I do see that it could be some money issues, you know, it could be just due to certain things, but not necessarily like broke, okay? I do see that this person is meant to come in your life here with this whole soul reunion. Now, for some of you, this is an actual reunion with someone that you know, okay? This is what I see. This person is going to be available, okay? I don't know if this person, if you guys had met them before, I don't know if they didn't see you. Maybe they are looking at you with a new pair of eyes. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I feel. Okay, it is going to be a slow and steady progress, though. I don't see where this is going to be moving very quickly here with them. Let's see. Some interest. Be careful with the whole lust thing, though. With this could have been in the beginning. This could have been only sex. Now, let's go back to the part where I said it before. This could be two different people. We even saw two different people. Or children are a factor. Remember in the beginning when I said that there's somebody in the reading where it's only sex, okay? And here, it's saying it again. Now, I don't know who it is, so I'm not going there, but I'm not saying that it is a totally different person. Maybe they came into your life before and they only wanted sex, and this person is coming back up in here, and now all of a sudden, they see you a little bit different, right? But some of you are going to have to be aware of people's intentions and why they're in your life, whether they are new or someone from the past, okay? You are going to have a real one. That is a fact. You're going to have a real one, but you're going to have to be very aware of all the red flags, okay, when these people come into your life. Now, there again, remember when I talked about how someone is going to come in and it has something to do with family, could have something to do with family court, that type of thing. Now, here it is with the whole children thing, because I see that somebody was in a long-term committed relationship, that type of stuff. The children could have a play on your relationship, okay? And here it is where money is more important. So for some of you, you are dealing with somebody, like I said before, where they are concerned. And I'm not saying money is important where they're not going to focus on you, but I do believe that the person is trying to build, that right now they are more concerned about their finances and their finances and their job. We said that before that card came out. I don't see that they're broke, but I do feel like money is a factor here when it comes down to them. Maybe they're trying to build something. Maybe they're trying to, maybe they're trying to build something, okay? Build their money up. Maybe they're trying to be an entrepreneur. I don't know. They just got out of something here. They just got out of something. And a lot of you guys are going to, so it looks like a lot of you guys are going to let someone go, okay, in the future. Like this could be your person because of, you guys are not getting along. It has something to do with court systems, that type of stuff, especially if you are in a committed relationship. So again, like I told you, I said this from the jump. This don't look good if you are married. If you're in a coupled position, it just doesn't look great. I'm not seeing it, okay? Some of you, you're going to have multiple people, and some situations are not going to work out. It's not going to work out because, if someone is more concerned about money or something like that, and they're not giving you the type of time or attention that you want, you're going to move forward. But again, your boo is in your reading. It's just two different people here that I see. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can get, I see a Capricorn. I see a Gemini here. Somebody here that's going to be very unexpected. We also have Cancer. Now, this could happen during Cancer season, which is in July. And there is definitely going to be some type of opportunity coming in here. You guys got Scorpio here. And I do see that you're going to end up blocking them. This is what I see. I feel like there is going to be some kind of windfall or money that's going to come in here for you. I don't know, but that's what I saw. Those are all the cards that fell, okay? This is a pretty good reading. I don't see a smooth transition with this whole love thing. I feel like you're slowly coming out of something here, Virgo. I'm just going to be honest with you. Money-wise, things are going to improve, but it's just that slow melt, right? The ice, it takes a little bit for it to melt. So again, I see it within the next few months where things are going to spring into action, that type of stuff. Relationships is going to be a little confusing, okay? I do see you falling. I do see you trying to figure out how it's going to work or who's going to work with it, who is going to be with, that type of thing. Who, right? That was so clever. Okay. I kept saying it, and then they made me look down at that owl. Okay, Spirit. Because at the same time, you don't know who the hell I'm talking about. 1 minute you can think that the relationship is going to work. The next minute, it seemed like it isn't working, but then the very person that you thought it wasn't going to work with, it ends up working with them. You get what I'm saying? There is this mystery that I keep seeing when it comes down to your love life, and I see it, but I'm trying to explain it to you the best way that I can because it's a general reading. It's not personal, so I don't know how it's going to be happening necessarily personally, but I still feel like there's a mystery even involved with it in a collective reading. So you don't really know. You are going to feel like you hit the jackpot with somebody, though. That part I really do see. And I'm staying at 10 toes on that. I've been telling y'all that forever. But that is something that I'm seeing here. All right, let's get your last card here for Virgo. Okay. Routine. And then you got King of Water. There could be a water sign that's going to be coming into your life. Don't know who that is. Or someone who has a lot of love for you or will develop a lot of love for you. Okay, that is something I see. But here with ritual, it talks about your routine. Okay, now we started off in the beginning part of this reading where it talked about the frustration, right? And you can see why you're probably frustrated based off of what we read, right? Just frustration, just irritated, because it says emotional burst ahead. Like what the heck is going on, right? And that is with anything. Okay, depends on what's happening in your chart. Here it's telling you to pray. Here it's telling you to keep a routine. Here it's saying amongst all of those things that you could be experiencing where things are not necessarily like kosher, it will be fine. But it's saying when you get irritated, and this is a Virgo reading, by the way. A lot of times the reason why the reading comes out the way that it does is because there is a non-relaxing energy. A lot of you guys are in your head a little bit too much. You do not relax. You get too anxious. And you get too stressed out. The same energy can come out for another sign and it won't read the same way. It is because it's you. That's why you want things to be perfect or certain conditions to be a certain way, and it's not. People fall on hard times and people react to it differently. Okay, or people, sometimes be in relationships and it doesn't work out, they react to it differently. But it's going to always show how Virgos react to it. And that's the reason why the cards come out the way that they do. It has nothing to do with the fact that you are having a horrible misfortune. It's just because this is how you're reacting to it. Okay? So what is it telling you? It's telling you to start doing things that are going to keep you grounded, which is the reason why ritual is here. Here it says set intentions for your desired outcome. So this is you focusing on you, not being distracted, not being scattered. It says miracles and blessings and answers will manifest for you. There's your reassurance right there. Right there. You got 2 more months of a weird season of opposition, of uncertainty, maybe even hardships, because those planets are still there. We've talked about that. But I love the fact that in the future that you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot. Whether it is financially and or love, that is how you're going to be feeling. Here, even with this opportunity, it says it's going to be an opportunity where a palm in your hand is going to get just dropped in your lap. That's how it's going to happen. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is happening to me. I want you guys to focus on the good stuff of this reading and not necessarily the bad. Okay. But with you guys, it is always honed in on how you feel because of what you're experiencing. And I promise you, just based off of what I see, based off the astrology, things are going to get so much better for you. Okay. But that's what I'm seeing here for you, Virgos. I love you. I love you guys so much. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below in the description box. Okay. I'll be back soon. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell and comment, and I'll see you guys back here a little bit later. Love you guys. Bye.